what better time to hop in and discuss some of our chaos? I thought that would be interesting. I'm awake late. I thought, why not discuss what everybody has to be going through? And I'm getting this feeling partially because I've been standing in the longest line ever at the DMV for like 3 days in a row, and I'm flooded with chaos. So, yeah, I thought this would be interesting. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing really well, or less chaotic feeling than myself. So, if you're just hopping in, I wanted to talk about something I was feeling, energy-wise. Sometimes the words just come and I put them into my tablet. So I'm going to start sharing some of that data that I get, just energy I feel in the air. So I was feeling about the illumination of the self, induction, seduction, malfunction, and reduction. So for me, thank you, Lizzie. Do you guys hear my air conditioner? Is that going too hard in the paint right there? I could turn it off if it's out of control. Let me know. And my dog's trying to escape. You want to go outside? It's hot in here. Hold on a second, guys. Go outside. Okay. Sorry. Alright. So, everything is all gravy. Excellent. Alright. So, is anyone else feeling the chaos? Because if I'm the only one, then maybe I should just skip it. But you guys are here. So sometimes I'm just feeling energy. Ah, Obsidian, hi. You guys are up late. Are I early for where you guys are? That could be a possibility too. But is anybody feeling any of this? To me, I feel like this is like the COVID, this is the election stuff, this is just the impending doom of the whole everybody stay home and don't do anything. The chaos of self. Lizzie, you feel an urgency coming. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like at this time we're being taught a new way of living that we aren't calling that. You're feeling malfunction? And so I'll show you what else I wrote on here too. This is just coming through like, who do you love? What do you love? What is love? Do you love in 3D, 4D, 5D, 2, 1, 0? Sometimes I'm writing stuff and I'm not even 100% sure. I just let the data flow. But it really just feels to me like we're being taught something, a new level of confusion. So, wanted to see if there was anything we all, not the world, just us, right here, just us, all of us right here. If there's anything we could be aware of to be a little bit ahead. And I don't always think chaos is a bad thing because we can't know the peace of the inner self without knowing the chaos, right? There's a lot that we don't say, that we need to say, that we don't get to say, especially now with a mask on. And it feels like something, a group or something is working overtime to teach us a new way. Chaos in the cosmos. Could be too. Could be. See, can we get any information to keep us ahead? Or at least a little bit more aware of chaos. And while I don't think I can really run the chaos of everybody in the world. Maybe this is for us too, so. Speaking of, interesting. All right, messages for chaos. Isolation comes to mind first. Where's my pen? So, oh, can you guys even see it? Let's see. You guys can't even see the dice. Let's see. If you guys want me to move the screen, I will. So we've got 70 appears twice. Got 70, I've got 9 and 4. So something remains incomplete. There's a situation with heartless people, heartless energies. The action is heartless. There's a heartless action. And literally, wow, okay, no, I'm going to try to move this. Creepy. It just got creepy. Hold on. Let's see if I can not mess anything up. Okay. Let's see. Here. 9/11. Can you guys see that? 9/11 is there. There. Can you see it? 9/11 is on the black dice too. Okay. So it's like somebody making their own luck. Now we are familiar with those numbers 9/11, right? And if we're going by numerology, at least according to what my own data is with the numerology based on mix, pretty much a lot of data I've collected over a long period of time. This 9 is like bringing a process to a place of fulfillment. It's a goal. And the 1s, these are actions of a leader, ego. And then the 1 meets itself. So it's like the ego of the strong against the ego of the weak. It's a selfish action. It's sometimes the 11 can be angel numbers, but because they're upside down to me, because they're upside down, this is a situation of someone who can't let go of something. So with regards to us, just us in this chat, just us watching, I feel like we can be ahead of the others with some patience. We don't want to do that. I hate that. I really want things to happen now. I want to know what's going on right now. But this is a time of patience. Because 9/11 reverses here, though, I do believe some of us are going to be called upon for acts of pure selflessness. This may come in the form of helping others, others finding luck in fucking with you, fucking with us. There's a new cycle upon us, and there's going to be a lot of people who won't be able to let go of certain situations. There are going to be a lot of people that we're going to run across that are going to be turned off, back turned, no change with learning, because we were kind of going through an awakening. And if nobody really wants to believe that, we've spent the last how many years? A whole presidency term, the first term of Trump's presidency. If that was not an awakening of the behavior and potential of others, shit, what else do you need? There are a lot of people who fought. In the middle of that comes a pandemic of some sort. And here we are. Michael Evans, I did do book reading. I did do audiobooks. And you know what? A lot of people can't write really well. So it sucks reading shitty books. And I got really tired of that. Like after like 2 books, I was like, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like reading people's horrific, unedited works of art. It became quite frustrating. Moving along. That was my inner chaos. So, here. This is control. This is control over 9/11. Control over organized chaos. We can all agree 9/11 was organized chaos. Whoever organized it, we're not doing that reading, but that was organized chaos. Okay? That was organized chaos if there ever was. So we have what should be love. It's hate. It's the unknown. It's bringing people, wow, okay. I wasn't meaning to say people, that just came out. Wow. It's bringing, I guess, people to a place where they understand a different type of repetition. The goal is to separate. Separate with, there it is. Induction. Well, all my other papers fall out. Okay. Induction. Bring in a new mindset, a new mentality, people accepting a new air to breathe, quite literally. I'm hungry, so that made me think of an induction oven also. 13 is back here. A lot of us would think of 13 as an unlucky number. There are buildings that are absent of a 13th floor. So there's a lot of insecurity about that. It affects social interactions and the way people think. Takes away our sense of self and replaces it with fear. But it's like somebody, it's controlled, how do I phrase that? It's like teaching people to trust by making them fear. You learn to love the chaos, and it's not loving, oh goodness, how do I say this? It's learning to love control. It's learning to love organization. I just heard learning to love the corporation. Okay, so what advice do we need? I feel like iTunes needs to say something to us.
Hey, you. Finally awake.
Oh, shit. Anything else?
I know the power of patriarchy. I know what men can do when they're angry.
Ooh, shit. Okay, fair enough. Let's go. I feel like I'm holding the wrong deck. Hold on. Okay, what do we need to be aware of? Coming soon with the chaos of the others. For the collective, please. Okay, that hits the floor. Oh no, nuts. Don't like that one. So what comes up first? The filmmaker. After that, the universe and wealth. Wealth hits the floor, so I'm going to put that over there. Now, my first feeling here is someone painting a picture. We have the filmmaker giving us a vision of what they want us to see, right? What does a filmmaker do? And I'm taking these cards, just the way they are here. After that, we have the universe. If you notice that woman there, they're going up the stairs, but reaching back, but also not. Like, what is she reaching back for? It's like being left behind a little bit. In the corner, here, you see, if you look close, there you see a cat. The cat in tarot cards is usually about protection. It's about that mysterious knowing, but the cat isn't. Is she reaching for the cat? Whatever the situation is, the cat isn't going with her. So I feel like this is a loss of protection, a loss of defense, character, a loss of. It's just a change in the universe, the world changes. It's 21 too, so that's 3. This is ending something. It's completion in a different way when we're talking about the world. Because this could be happiness. It could be bliss in some situations, but I'm not feeling that here. Then we have wealth, which hit the floor. When a card for me hits the floor, to me it's like just what that implies. It's something so, like, it's like things going off of a cliff, things going off the edge. Finances change. So we may be going through a period in time where we're dealing with some financial change. Alternatively, if you're not going to be dealing with financial change, you may be dealing with others who are going through financial change. Liar just popped out to me, so you may be also encountering some motherfuckers coming to you lying about their finances. A lot comes. Okay. All right. So we've got somebody creating a picture, creating a design, change, and what's going to happen next. For the others. Hold on. Give me this order. The Hanged Man comes out next. So the Hanged Man can be waiting, but he's in reverse to me. So it's not waiting. This is taking an action going forward. The Lovers comes out in reverse. Victory is here. Pleasure is here, and defeat. Let's go through. The Lovers is in reverse to me. So if we reverse Lovers, literally we would get haters. Yeah, just on the literal sense of the word. For tarot, though, this can be things being off balance. Okay? This could be disharmony in unions, a union. And then we have victory. So we're going to be hearing about the end of some competition, some contest. I'm assuming this would be our elections. I feel like that. And then there's defeat. There's pleasure here also, which sits between defeat. Let's see if I can get all three of these in my hand. So we've got victory, pleasure, and defeat. Okay? Now, what I see here is once some money hits the floor here, great financial issues we're going to be hearing about. Someone forces an action, and it's coming from haters. There's an action that is forced upon us, coming from a hater standpoint. If you notice the Hanged Man, you see the credit cards flying there and the money, hands in the pocket, chained, unable to go out or do anything. Money, phone, that's communication. We've got money, we've got restriction, we've got haters, anger with the others here. That's in reverse. So we're not loving. This is like plans to hate. Victory being here, somebody declares themselves winner. And winning is it's passion. It's our six of wands though. It's pride. Someone taking pride in pleasure, in the pleasure of someone's defeat. Right? So, what I see here is we're going to be waiting on. It's like somebody. It's okay. So what I'm feeling is like somebody enjoys making the others suffer. So we may be all going through a period in time where we're being put in a place where we're suffering. And it's not some of us, it's everybody. We're all kind of going through it. I feel like I need to go with the darker deck here. What is coming? That was a lump. Let's just look. Let's see if these come back. So what came out first here is Judgment, Knight of Cups. That is a pretty dark card. This I would consider to be mind control. Knight of Cups is moody, but imaginative, temperamental. This could be the card of an introvert, but for me, water is feeling. Okay? And you see he's floating on the water there. And he's holding his head. So it's control of the mind. Over troubled waters, if you will. Let's see if those cards were meant. Bring them back. Those cards were meant. What other messages do we need? Wow. Here, 6 of hazards. Our 6 of hazards is the haves and the have-nots. It's knowledge, it's power, it's luring people, right? You do this if you want to eat. What else? And the Tower. We have the Ace of Swords. This feels like masculine energy multiplied, but this feels like battle, looks like somebody being made a focused target at this time. And I think we can all kind of feel like there's a little bit of targeting going on right here these days, right? But it's a 1, so if I'm going to run numbers to it and not the card, this, on an advice level, is about caring for yourself, okay? This is about making sure you take care of yourself. If this is health conditions going on, awareness, just don't ignore things if we can get them dealt with on a health level. This is also taking opportunities when we see them. I hate to say this, but it's not going to sound nice. This might be a time where just the guides need, and yes, Gabriel, this is a little bit of a collective about the world and the chaos I feel coming. Rewind. For me, it feels like this is a time where we kind of need to avoid this tower moment for ourselves as best we can, even if this means stepping back from people that we might have been helping, or, yeah. You might want to take a look at that next cycle real good and make sure we want to renew things. Make sure we want to, not have our homes ripped apart, because this is going to be the situation for a lot of people. So what a lot of people are going to be dealing with at this time is an ego death. And what do I mean when I say a death of the ego? This defeat, loss of pleasure. At this time, this will be the haves and the have-nots. And so let's all keep a little bit cautious of the moolah. So let's be cautious of that. Be careful what gambles you take personally during this time. You can watch the others make financial error, but watch it for yourself. The universe is indeed changing. I just hope it's not going, well, it is going in a bad direction. I don't know what I'm hoping for. Anyways, let's clarify where we will be. Can you tell us where we'll be in 3 months? What we'll be experiencing? 3 months. In 3 months. Wow. That person looks kind of tied to that chair, yeah? Yeah, kind of looks stuck there. This is us adapting. This is us actually supporting to some degree. Wow. It's like everybody learning to control their chaos, hold back. It's a lot of us who better know our art at this time because it's it's gonna be a lot of stuff eating us up. It's gonna be a lot of stuff eating us up because we can't speak up. And look at the caution tape. Like, okay, who's sick and who's not? This is really about separating people. I feel like we're all being divided at this time. Right. And as I say that, look, that dude looks like he's doing what in the lab? I see you, Gabriel. After the two of hazards, after the two of hazards, we have the chariot. Yeah. That doesn't look like a good thing, right? Morgue's getting full. Anyone? Bueller. I don't fucking. So I see a lot of us moving into a place of protection. There's just going to be a lot of loss. Listen, we're at war. And the chariot is actually a 7. We had 70 and 70 here. And if we take our 9/11 and turn it into a math problem, we can make 7 out of that. So, with all this 7 action going on right here, this fear play. People seeking understanding, and those of you who are empaths, those of you who just have a little glimpse at your psychic abilities, I do see some changes coming for that. Listen, everybody can't go with you is what I just heard. Oh, man. Okay. Clarify that. Clarifying everyone can't go with you. Those of you in relationships need to make sure that's who you love. If you ain't booed up, I would suggest working on that. Because as things are, though the dynamics of things can change at any moment, I believe life has a ton of timelines. You just make a choice and you're on a different timeline. You do something different. Because things can change, because variables exist, we want to be ready for everything. We want to be ready for the chaos of the others. So that brings me back to what I was writing. This is about the chaos of the others. Because we love them and their sticky feelings so much, don't we? So I feel like this is a time of greater discernment for us guides. Listen, again, I'll say what I said at the beginning. You can't know your inner peace without knowing your chaos. And you've spent a lifetime knowing your chaos. We're going to be sketching and crafting and spreading it around like mayonnaise. We'll be doing that probably until the end. That's a possibility. Can't happen. But at this moment in time, those of us guides, those of us who have that higher learning ability, we're going to have to really figure out who we love. Who do you love? If your first thought was of another person when I read that, got work to do. Got some work to do. Got some work to do. That's not the right answer. Who do you love? It's a part of a greater level of the answer. But at this point, I see coming very soon some of us in this room having to make that decision. Who do you love? What do you love? What is love? And how are you loving at this time? Now, back to these numbers. 10, 12. Grief. So what I'm feeling is grief. We want to be cautious of that. Not falling into a place where we're experiencing grief, I feel like. And yes, we may be taking on the energy of the others. That can bring grief too. What we're doing in this time is stepping out of self. Guides. So what you're doing at this time, if you need help getting through this phase of chaos, step out of yourself. Step out of your sticky feelings, because if you don't, you're going to be repeating them a lot. There's a work at play to shift the way your mind works. I mean that in the most literal sense, the most chemical sense. I mean that in every way imaginable. There is an effort to shift the way you think, the way you feel, the way you respond, how you experience life, your freedoms, how you love, which is at the very center. Completion in our 6 and our 4. We have 14 going back to back. So there at one time was freedom and love and people living their lives. Then it flips. And when it flips, we are going through that dark self. There's light and then there's darkness of the self. And both of these things get flipped at this time. Things happen without clear reason. There is confusion, but it's so organized, we're not even calling it really confusion. We've got other names for it. And through sickness, right here, this dice right here is sickness. In fact, because 4 sits at the top of this dice, it's love sick. It's sickness in love. It's love sick, however you want to phrase it. It's sickness brought about by people being concerned about their safety. This dice right here. It's achievement in foundations. It's plans. There's an 11 on the other side. I would just flat out call this the others. So it's plans for the others. We also understand 411 to be like calling for information, right? Information, then we got 911. Information about whatever word you'd like to use to describe 9/11. But that was tyranny. It was catastrophe. Was that not chaos? While there was tragedy for some, there was pleasure for others in that. In turning our love upside down, there will be, wow. For the hatred and the sadness we feel, it is inverted for the others. And who the fuck are the others? I'm not going to define that card. I just want you to define it for yourself. Guides. To all the guides in the room. The picture painting, the filmmaker gets pleasure. So, yeah. On an earth level down here, we have a 4 again. So it's like someone making a steady, but like a steady push out, and the dice isn't even going uphill. It's like it's just pushing along the roadway, moving the others, because 2 is here, moving the others, dividing the others. 5 here being chaos with the others. So we're moving the others along with chaos, conflict, confusion, poverty, crisis, competition, destruction, confusion. In time, if not now, on a ground level, because it's here too. There's 4 here and 4 here. Here and here. 4 faces up. 4 faces sideways here. What else? Okay. This 4 and 4 is an organized control. If nothing else, that's and it's getting people used to a different boss, a different controller. Now, people are going to crave unity. People are going to desire us to get all together for something. It's wow. Literally, I just heard on your knees. Okay. Hope that was a porn statement for me and not what I think that is, but that's what I just heard. I feel like I need to stop with the dice. Okay. Clarify on your knees. Clarify on your knees. Wow. Okay. Literally, the filmmaker comes back. Art in reverse. So that's the angel guide card. But because it's reversed, that ain't no damn angel. That's a whole devil. The seducer is here. Knight of Cups. Their glass is empty. Your glass is full. And I'm choking. There's somebody coming into one of y'all's environment real soon. If you're not dealing with this person now, somebody's coming in kind of scammy. During this time, I see somebody coming in who sees your wealth. That card hit the floor. Somebody runs out of money and is coming to one of y'all. Okay, be careful. And they're painting a very good picture. See the blood draining over there on one of those cards? Up here you see the walking sign in the hand there. Right outside your window. Somebody knows that you'll help because that's the kind of person you are. They're a bullshit artist. Be very careful of someone coming in trying to seduce you. That message is for one of y'all. I felt like I need to stop for that. Anything else? Let's see. Somebody here is waiting for someone to do the right thing. What? Costume designer. Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups. It's emotional. Somebody comes in painting a picture. This could involve intimacy, so I just heard watch your trousers. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put my robe back on in a minute. It's getting cold in here. The costume designer is here, preparing to look their best. The Hierophant is here. This is someone who is really like, you have a habit of helping. One of y'all in here got a real like thing for helping. And you'll do it in such, you do it to the point of a biblical level of predictability type is what I don't even know how that works. Like you're as reliable in, okay, I don't think that sounds right. You're reliable, you're as reliable in expectations as the Bible. That's weird. I don't even know how that sounds weird to me. Okay. So this may come at the beginning through text message, phone call. It's not an in-your-face communication at the beginning. Literally, oh my God. It's almost like someone peeking through a window right here. Do you guys see? Can you guys? Looks like a face. I swear I've never seen that in this card before. It makes sense. I'm sitting here. Okay, cool. It's weird to me. Hello, anyone else who's just coming in? Okay, you guys. Like, okay, so if one of y'all is having that level of predictability, yeah, yo, watch out. This is not cute. It's like, okay, look, I'm mad now. It's like they're sliding their cup up next to yours. Like, I know you're going to enrich me. I know you're going to enrich me. Look at me. I'm bleeding out. You're going to help me because you're a whole fucking angel. I know you're always there. You're so there, you're like drawn into the wall. You're not going anywhere. Wow. Okay. Any advice here? Wisdom. Ew. Ew. That was a lot. That was a lot. Yo. All right. Guess I get to yell at you. If this is you, I feel like this is okay. It feels to me like this is if you know your art, and your art can even be how good you are at your job. You do it so well. You're artistic at your shit, right? If that's the case, and you're able to like write your future, write your own checks to some sort of degree, what I'm feeling like is you need to shut the fuck up. Something has to end. The death card being here says, yeah, we kind of gotta let it go. It's time for a transformation. And it's time to recognize who we've been letting hold on to our heart. Drag it along the floor, get lint all over it. They didn't even rinse it off when they was trying to give it back. None of that. Recognizing the star in yourself. And you're looking through the window there. See, look, no shoes on. You got places to go with no shoes on. But you're still looking through the window trying to help those who don't even want to come the fuck outside. Like water's pouring out down the drain. Star, you are the star. You are cosmically aligned. And no different, like I said, guide. You are a spirit guide. That is what a spirit guide does. That's what you're here to do, trying to help them out. And you're trying to make an impression, and they're so frustrating to you because you've been here a billion lifetimes before, trying to rescue your people, trying to make a better impression on them. Like, hey, you don't have to be so greedy. You don't have to do all this. You can walk to it. You don't have to roll down the hill at 100 miles an hour. You that's been every lifetime. If you haven't experienced it yet, it's because you're young. But that is gonna be. You're trying to show people the way, and motherfuckers are in the corner writing a movie script so that they can try to compete with you, so that they can try to match you, or so they can prove themselves to be something different. You're going through, like, it's frustrating. I could be here all day, but my God. People know that you are capable of sculpting and crafting your own world. And they know you can help. The fucking problem, I'm getting frustrated. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to curse. I'm sorry. That is so rude. I'm feeling this. The problem is the knowing without knowing. If you're not aware of this higher intelligence, if you're not aware of your own psychic ability, connection, your empathy, and you all have it, that's your, and if you think you don't, smack yourself, okay? You do have it, you just don't focus on this shit all day. So you're not sitting around flipping cards. You got other shit to do. But you're a guide. So your impression upon the others is different than flipping cards, right? Numbers. Your impression upon the others is different. That's a weird sounding airplane. Okay. So the problem I have with this is when you're an angel and you're like, you have predictability on some biblical level type shit. You offer comforts on a biblical level type shit. Motherfuckers think your ass is going to be stuck to that wall forever. People think you're just going to be like there forever. And so they can come when they want, leave when they want, waste the water that you give them, waste the feeling that you give them, waste the energy that you give them, waste the light. And not even like take the opportunity, take the hand. It's not, there's no olive branch in this picture, but I think we all know the olive branch. This motherfucker like takes the olive branch and like breaks it up and rolls it up into a joint and smokes it. Like how fucking waste? Like I'm okay. So I'm not saying there are permanent endings that have to happen, but in this period, you guys are probably gonna have to step back from some peoples. And I don't mean kind of step back. I mean like stop talking. Like, yeah. So we may be coming. This induction, I feel like, is the mask shit. This seduction. Who do you love? Who do you want? What do you want to happen next? We saw marches, things being burned down, people encouraged to get in the middle of chaos. Choose a fucking side. Oh, you're not going to choose a side? All right. How about some malfunction? Yeah, a little malfunction up your bum. Anybody? Bueller? You can handle all this malfunction up your bum. Put your mask on. Don't bitch and complain too much. And certainly don't bitch and complain to more than 10 people at a time. Reduction. So we're going to have to be deciding on who do you love? What do you love? What is love? Do they love us? Or do they just love controlling us? How do the others define love? Maybe I don't have time to stand around and try to figure that shit out. Maybe we have better shit to do. I feel like you might have to let go of someone that you are trying to help. You have to let them grow up. Doesn't mean you have to turn your back and kick them down a flight of stairs. I didn't say that. But you may have to leave them indoors. I feel like on the other side of this window is the hermit. You know? Let's see. Any other wisdom? Ooh, that just flies. Okay. Ooh, will make sense. A little bit of prudence. Wouldn't be prudent. So, we're making wise choices here. That 8 is a holy grail of cycles. We must all be having that shit too. And I would say having to put on a mask every day is an awful, nothing holy about that grail. But it is a cup of abominations if nothing else. Sorry about that. So we're looking at things real good. We're having a good hard look at the others. We are seeking wisdom, but it's a knowing without knowing. Okay? It's priorities. It's time, because, yeah, that's what we're working on now, right? It's harmony, wanting it, and getting it. It's also discovering who the fuck is behaving badly on purpose. It's studying motherfuckers under a microscope before letting them breathe your air. That was a really fucked up way to say it, but how technical. And it really applies.
How dare you?
Anything else? Lots of waiting, a little music for anyone who will be waiting. Now listen, you guys heard me do this reading. Did any questions come up for you guys in this or not? And then let's do some yes or no with that. Did you guys get anything out of that? Brazil, here you come. Oh. Better make sure they got food there. Listen, I think this controlling factor, this control factory, if you will, is bigger than we know. I think there ain't gonna be no safe place except Mars. And Elon Musk is already there. He probably doesn't want any neighbors. Change. Yeah. Change in relationships, partnerships. Letting people get their karma. Power as I'm talking. These just come out. Power. Those are lights. Look at that. People being out and about. That changes. Gabriel, how many women do you have? I'm going to stop answering your question with women. Do you really have that many female attachments? Oof. I'm going to shuffle because that might be Gabriel's data. Let's shuffle hard real quick. Gabriel, you have a question? You want to know if it's Jocelyn? I'm going to do yes or no. Does Gabriel need to be aware of the chaos of Jocelyn? Someone is stalling and avoiding. Someone's stalling and avoiding something. Are you avoiding talking to this person? Are you like stalling it out to see if they flip the fuck out? What is this? What is this? Let's clarify that. Clarify that ego. What are we wrong about? Somebody's not taking the offer or closed off, got their back turned because they don't want to fight or don't want to deal with something. I'm just going by pictures here. I'm only reading by numbers and pictures here. Now the Queen of Cups is in reverse to me. She's a 2. She's relationships. What are we doing here? That's issues. She got issues with others. She may have some sensitivity issues, be a little bit emotional. She may also not be accepting your offer. There's a conversation that feels choppy that isn't being had or being avoided. Here we have this little bit of the chaos. Are you? Okay, wait. Are you trying to get 2 women to fight? What I just felt was like 2 women fighting. iTunes, anything here? Okay, can you clarify that, iTunes?
I don't like where this is going.
Still a little bit choppy, iTunes. A little more clarification, please.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Okay, moving right along. Yeah. Okay. Listen. Okay, so look, there may be times. This might be a good time to maybe stop the roller coaster ride forming outside of your bedroom and pick one. Oh, you would fight. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a whole fight right here. It's chaos. 5. 5 is the number of chaos. Ooh, chaos. Got to love you, chaos. And we go from 2 to 5 to 9. So that's like hitting that ramp or the cliff, as it were. I guess it depends on how combative the ladies are. This is clarity. It came out in reverse though, so this can be like a sudden awareness. Wait a minute. What I just heard is somebody going through your phone. Hold on. Going through a phone. Yes or no? Maybe this ain't for Gabriel, because I'm sure Gabriel doesn't leave his phone laying around unlocked or any of that stuff, right? No hearing loss. Ego build. Okay. Maybe it's not looking through. It might be something that somebody heard. Someone hears something that they don't like. And it brings bad health. It fucks with the money in that moment too. Wow. Okay. So whatever that gets heard, it's heartbreak. It's I thought this was more. I thought we were more. I thought I was special. Aww. You don't have a lock, you keep your phone open? Oh, okay. So, so, um, hey guys, just a little tip. I feel like I need to do this little public service announcement. Because this is the number of the wang. This is the masculine, right? It can be also impulsive. Moving in a space where you think you're comfortable, but you're not moving in a place where you're really aware of self. This is that confident ego that gets you in trouble. Like, oh, I know they're not going to do something. I ain't worried about it. Yeah. Something happens that flips shit and makes it suddenly unhealthy, Gabriel. I don't know why phone popped in my head, but if you're leaving your phone around unlocked, unless that's your wife, I would consider. Nothing else. Considerations. Illumination. Illumination. Malfunction. Seduction. Maybe something to consider. I don't know. Interesting though. Why would a single guy leave anything unlocked? Don't get heard. Somebody overhears a conversation that is none of their fucking business. But they think they heard some shit. These are speakers. Just so we're clear. This is like speaking. Somebody's ego gets blown. So guys, at this time, if you're trying to keep your boo thang, I would put your phone away. Don't make it obvious if you've never locked it before, suddenly you're locking it. But if you lock it and you don't say anything, and then maybe the next day suddenly your partner or your person wants to like know why your phone is locked, you know they've been looking. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Bit a big discernment. Who do you love? Who do you love? Okay. Any other messages? Because this just got grotesque terms. Any other messages for the collective? Before we all give ourselves some thoughts here. For the next 30 days. I think it did 7 the last time. You know what? Let's scratch that. I see a few of you guys in here. Think of a number. Think of 2 numbers that represent you. I don't give a damn how you get the numbers. Random, I prefer, but whatever. Don't type them in. Just keep it to yourself. These messages are just for you because I feel like maybe we don't want to put our data out there. So these are just messages for you. Keep the number to yourself. Pick 2 numbers. Messages for those numbers. These nuts. Whoa! Okay. You guys have your two numbers, messages, collected in 30 days. $70 comes right back. That's interesting. Wow. Patience by design. Patience by design. You guys want you to pay attention. Pay attention to things that are coming to an end. Things that you'll have to bring to an end. Processes. Someone wants renewal. We're going to have to say, no, thank you. Oof. Wow. So these numbers I'm seeing here is 70215 70251 8 is yeah 75120. All right. If any of you guys get any of those, then these are probably messages for you. In the action department, that completion, right? We're gonna have to let some shit roll on by. We might have to let the shit roll down the hill. Sometimes you can't scoop all of it up and put it back into the horse. So you may find luck in letting some people learn their lesson. Cannot save everybody. Angels, angel guides. Remember, you're here to make an impression. Hopping into somebody's experience can sometimes mean taking on their lesson too. So be cognizant of that. You're just being aware. Okay? The message is really coming right back. This is issue with the others. This is blocking a relationship. Blocking it, seeing potential, seeing a potential to run game is what I just heard. Oh. While there's an opportunity to be your slippery, sticky self and play with people's feelings, or let shit roll on without clarifying intention, I see we're going to have to take some steps back. Will you do it, though? Aw. You know what I just heard? Which is kind of true. Crazy bitches are good in bed. That's not how I heard it. There were curse words in there. I'm not going to say them. While the crazy may be hot, you want to be careful, okay? Just, oh man. Hook, line, and sinker. Be careful. Be careful. Because I feel like while we are learning what is good and what is bad, you guys are going to get an opportunity to to get yourselves out of trouble. Crazy coochie. Crazy coochie. I say crazy coochie. Ooh, she crazy. Ooh. Listen, you guys, be careful. If you are spreading yourself around like hot mayonnaise, be very careful, because one of those lovers will be a for life 18-year long lover, and it won't be nice. They're crazy. They love differently, and they love hard. Like sledgehammer brick through your window hard. Like, I'm never going away. I will not be ignored. Be careful. Just be careful. And I'm not saying you can't go back to experiencing your chaos once the world changes back. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. For now, be very careful though. Because, yeah, this can be strength. This can also be temper. This can be being irritated by someone. Okay. You're gonna irritate somebody in this room is gonna irritate somebody to the point it's gonna take your luck. This will be a trap. Testing your gangster luck of the luck of the self temptation. Ooh. Somebody's junk is gonna get them in trouble. Be careful. Oh boy. Okay, so there will be a Wang test. This can also be a Wang test right here. Testing of the Wang. Das Wang. Are you going to be careful or are you going to be selfish? Are you going to do the right thing or are you going to be selfish? Because it's not love. That's not love. 13. That is not love. It's you experiencing the chaos of the self. It is you experiencing the chaos of the self. Whoever this is for. Now, just be careful what you let your genitals get you into. Y'all don't feel, and if I'm talking to you, you are not alone. I promise. I swear you ain't alone. Oh Lord, we must all be going through it. Hope y'all ain't Geminis. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. But it's a test if that helps. You don't have to jump off the bridge with your junk in your hand, though. You do not have to fall into that vagina. That's all I'm saying. You do not have to slip and fall in, is what I'm saying. You do have an opportunity to check yourself, ladies. If this is you that I'm reading, you do not have to slip and fall and land on that penis. You don't. No. They make anti-slip socks. You can just skip right over it. You really could. Hate to say this though. I want you to prove me wrong though. If I'm reading for you, prove a bitch wrong though. Prove your girl wrong. Because I see you going for the okie doke. If I'm reading for you, I see you going for the okie doke. Because it's isolated. It's like it's believing that you're experiencing a higher version of the self, but you're not. And it's like playing craps, throwing the dice with your dick, or whatever your genitals are. It's taking a chance that isn't necessary. If this isn't about sex for you, but you feel any of this resonating, let me clean that up. This is taking a chance that wasn't really necessary. You didn't have to, but you wanted to. And that is sometimes the chaos of the self. I do not apologize for that chaos. And listen, let me double check that. Okay. Well, love's there. Okay. I don't want to define why Anyone who resonates with this would be doing it. I don't want to define that. You know why you're doing it. It's because you want to do it. The person who's going along with it, the other person, this is energy that flips. Because, yeah, that's energy that flips. Yeah, buddy. So listen, I just heard Fatal Attraction. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. So the Ace of Swords, I'm just reading on what I feel because I'm hearing a lot of data right now. One of y'all is fucking with a whole crazy nut bag. What the I'm gonna go get a big bowl of ice cream after this. One of y'all is fucking a nut and you know it. You know it. But you like it. Is it because you like the attention? Or you refuse to acknowledge that it's a nut? So this person, 7 of Wands, 70777. If you chose 7, this is okay. This is the Pepsi challenge of a lifetime up in this bitch. Wow. 4 of Wands is here too. So this wand is dick energy. Sorry. It's dick energy. Sorry. Like this is the rabbit cooking bitch from Fatal Attraction. She just hasn't aged up to that woman's age yet. 7 of Wands here. Like this person will ruin the party. This person will make their way in. They will invade the space. So 4 here. 4 of Wands. Ugh. I'm hearing that song, What is Love? I don't know who that group, that Baby Don't Hurt Me No More. What? Okay. So together these make 11. And it's like turning your back on someone who really wants to be with you. But, like there's nothing to celebrate with this person. There's I really feel a mental illness here. It's unhealthy, an unhealthy attraction. And this is something that, you want to resolve before it costs you an arm and a leg. It's like having to protect oneself, defend or move back. Listen, I don't know if ghosting is the right way to handle it. I don't know if ignoring it is the right way to handle it. I don't know if hiding behind the couch is the right way to handle it. But there's wish fulfillment for the zombie. The zombie really wants your living self they want love. Someone wants action, passion. But there's determination. Oh no. Time for another step though. go forward. You want to know the initial of the person you should avoid? I feel like we did this for you already, didn't we? Let's see, is there an initial of concern for Gabriel? Hold on. Okay. I'll turn this so we can both see. Can you see? Show me yes. Tell us first letter. The one Gabriel should be most worried about. Thank you. Next. E S. That's weird. E. I get E and I get S. First letter of the one he should be concerned with. I feel like it keeps going back that way. Ooh. Let's see, who's connected to you by energy? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. It's better to make it clear you don't want anything to do with her. That would be, honesty would be good. Yeah, that's different in 2020. Honesty. Yeah, you should kind of be honest about that. Everyone is connected to you if we're talking energy. We're all connected to each other. We're all connected to each other. But who do you drag into your chaos and then don't resolve things? That's a little different. We can't really call that energy. Those are games. I don't know if I want to call that energy. That is a game. You're playing a game, especially if you're just hitting it. There are a lot of women who would just, have fun. You guys don't have to play the game. And I think if you guys really spent more time talking to us, you would know how crazy we were before you stuck your equipment inside of us. is all I'm saying.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
I got an E, Gabriel. The first letter was an E, and then it went to an S. So I don't know if that means anything. I said, who do you need to be on? Who do you need to be aware of? Watch out for. Let's see. Can you describe the person Gabriel needs to be most worried about? Let's see. Ew, chaos, love it. There it is. Okay. 5 comes out. So the one you need to be concerned with, my cards don't make a description. These cards don't anyway. I could try my other cards that have descriptions. So for now, this card though speaks of someone who is a little bit controlling. There are 5. There's a chaos number there. This person brings a life lesson to you if you go in with them. Okay? This person is crazy like the others. Crazy like the others. What I get from this card is that this person might be your type. Like, this is the type of person that gets your attention. But they come with these extra widgets, these extra components that, don't really need to be there. This may be someone who's seeking forgiveness, because that's this card here. It's someone who knows you are forgiving, someone you have forgiven in the past, someone maybe you weren't 100% like giving them that wisdom of what can be and what can't. And it's not enough to say it. It's important to act on it. Let me put that in there. It's someone who has options like you may have options, but their fixed focus is on you. This one is my card of someone who's good in bed. That'll be the lure. I'm getting cold. They are going to be good in bed. Be careful. They are surprising. They're theatrical. Note that word. Theatrical. For them, they equate happiness with sex, or that lusty exchange, whatever it is. This one is immature in the love department. Kind of immature. This is someone who can be, the word lured came into my mind, Lured. They can be lured. Why would that word come into my head? They can be lured. Okay, however, this is also my card of someone who will try most anything. This is someone who will be pleasing to their partner in bed. It may not be forever, because eventually crazy does have to get undressed. Crazy can't stay in a crazy suit forever. Crazy got to take the crazy suit off. Then you find out that, it is what it's going to be. That's the card of the fun one. This person brings a comfort, a happiness. There's excitement. There's seduction. So we want to be very, very careful about that. What is the cost of seduction if we are not? Gabriel is ill. I'm shuffling these. I'm tired of looking at that. Okay, let's go. Shit. Things don't work out. One chunk. Justice is here. Well, that can also be a little bit of karma. That's an 8. That's a cycle too. Justice, death is here. Things get to, wow. I'm just running through the cards first, y'all. 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Notice what they're doing. They're just busting in. Family's all happy. Knight of Hazards. That guy would be driving himself into a pole. Instead, he's being driven into a pole. That's not good. Page of Cups. The little boy's standing there like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck? Like, really, bitch? Bruh. Then we have the 4 of Swords. That guy is that otherwise well together, well assembled person has to protect themselves now. They're having a, and those are beers down there, yep. Remember, and this person's laying there like arming themselves on a mattress, thinking about the chaos. There's that 4, and that can be the chaos of love. So, I'll tell you what I see here, because those look pretty creepy. Those cards all together look so creepy, you guys. Why did it suddenly get 2 degrees? Okay, hold on. Woo. Wow, it really just got like, it went from chilly to like super freezing, like energy. Anyways, okay. So if you fuck with the wrong one, if y'all keep fucking with the crazy one, right now, this is a right now, if this reading is connected with y'all so far, or if I'm reading for Gabriel, which seems like the thing here, fucking with that crazy bitch is like bringing karma to your own doorstep. And it creates a situation that you're going to want to end it. It's going to cost some endings. Going on that renewal, though it may feel like the right thing to do, this may be a heart over head decision. This can be lust. It can be lust. Death is a 13, by the way, there. So, it could be the end of true love for the time being. Or longer. Ooh, yeah. So the right injustice can be a catalyst of sorts. Maybe it's not a catalyst for all of you, but it can be a catalyst of sorts towards being, the bad guy, the bad savage. I want to be careful. Be careful. 10 of Swords, it's like getting your fill of people's shit. Like, it's like being with somebody who's pulling at you from all fucking directions. The heart, like, oh my God. Stay with me, go with me, do this, do that. Nag, 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 nag. I've dated women, I've tried. Good God. Sorry, ladies. You're right. You are more than just a pretty face. Some of you bitches are dangerous. Some of you motherfuckers know how to disassemble a motherfucker. Anywho. 3 of Wands. Sorry I'm leaning in, you guys. I'm trying to warm up. I'm cool. 3 of Wands is sitting here like, hey, Tessa. I think I'm reading for Gabriel. Hold on. We're going to switch over to Tessa. Hold on. So you got this 3 of Wands. Like, listen, I guess I could skip over you because you're bringing in a whole fatal attraction, but and what's fucked up? It's karma. I say it's karma. It's a life lesson for you because at the end you're standing there like, what happened? What happened? You made it happen. You contributed. Who's holding the gun? Who's holding the brains in a pail? So, did we see the crazy bitch coming down the road? Did you see her? I feel like you did. I feel like you saw her and you put her in the car and took her for a ride under the moonlight. You let them think a whole bunch of things, but really, you may not have interest for that. You want things to be completed. New cycles. New cycles. Next. And that is an injustice for some. And for others, it is a unfortunate turn of events. It's change. It's legal interference from the law. Watch them crazy bitches is all I'm saying. If you motherfuckers would just sit still and listen, just take a woman out and let her do all the talking on the first date. Just ask her any question about family, nothing about her thoughts, but where she's been. Ladies, you should be asking guys that too and letting them talk. If you are truly, truly a spirit guide at this time, you will be able to see with eyes, with vision. You're going to see the clarity. Like the words already are sounding different to y'all. The vision, if you're not seeing it now, it's coming. Let's see what Tessa needs to be aware of. What's in Tessa's blind spot? You're not seeing. I'm going to shuffle that again. Let's shuffle that. Even though we might all be. You might be the one I was talking about earlier. Hold on. Clarify that. The others. So, what I'm feeling, what I just heard when I saw this is Tessa, my dear, my dear, my dear. You're welcome, Gabriel. Tessa, what I'm seeing here is while things seem like there's a wish fulfillment going on right here. But next to it, the Three of Swords is someone eating their heart out. After that, we've got the Page of Swords and the Two of Hazards or Pentacles, whatever. Depends how you see it. So like somebody's standing in the background giving these childlike responses, messaging, thoughts, but they're kind of hiding themselves. Then you've got the Two of Hazards and somebody who could use a talk with a therapist. Someone wanting to see you not. This is teamwork issues. Okay. I feel like what I just heard is someone wants you to carry the load. Someone to carry the load. Someone to carry the load. Time to come out, though, out of a situation. Two of hazards. So I feel like you're gonna have to reverse somebody's luck here. You may have to get some people out of your space. Right? Yeah. Ten of hazards. This feels like some changes. It could be the home. It's a comfort space, that's for sure. So you may be moving some people, moving them around in your space of comfort. This could be holiday stuff too. And if it is, it feels like the energy of someone in your space who may have overstayed their welcome. Taking back your space. Luck can be achieved that way. Good things can happen that way too. Guidance wisdom. Oh. Oh boy, okay. 999. There's that grail. Alright, so your guides want you get 9s and 5s. You guys want you to know something's coming, it's an experience lesson. But it's something you gotta go through to get to the next step. Maybe the lesson involves figuring out who the haters are. And I just heard, make sure you're not enriching a stranger. Don't enrich the stranger. That's weird. So you guys want you to know you have some big changes coming. There's some excitement ahead. Recognizing this, that maybe you have somebody who is competition and friend. I don't want to say frenemy. I don't want to go that far, but it's almost like somebody doesn't have the courage you have. And they see that and it bothers them, but it's a sneaky feeling too. So be careful who comes into your environment giving you some other data. You just want to be careful. Because there's somebody in your environment who isn't. It's like they're telling you this so that you feel like they do. It's a thoughtless, like I don't want to say thoughtless mean, but it's like it's in their feelings. It's emotional. Why not me? It's someone who's shy and timid to some degree, but angry about it at the same time. Very conflicted. Probably a little bit of that thing going on. And instead of being in their heads, it's like they feel like the world is acting against them. So make sure that's not you at this time. But I do see this being a thing here where somebody is eating their heart out or having an issue with how they perceive you. And to this person, it really seems like you're together, you're solid in the way you think. I don't know what you look like, but you might be absolutely beautiful, which probably would beat out the whole brain element and just be that you're gorgeous and awesome. That'll make a bitch mad too. I'm just saying, if you be looking all good and your friend is looking like a bum, I'm not saying you should help, but be aware. be aware. Someone's a little bit shy in your presence and they might feel like they need a whole laboratory. I just heard Quest Diagnostics. Quest? Whatever the fuck. Anyways, look. So, there's somebody here, over here. They just don't have your balls, man. Must be beautiful lady balls. So it's like they're trying to figure out what you're doing. And what you're doing has feels scientific. And they can't fuck with it. And what I don't like about this person is that they're holding a weapon. So this person may attempt to slander, talk shit, do something. Just want to make sure which haters are in our environment. If you've just acquired something fantastic and awesome, oh, this is so hard to tell people. I think you should enjoy everything, every gift, every awesome thing of self. It's hard. Never mind. I'm not going to tell nobody not to shine. Shine, do your damn thing. Fuck them. Just make sure they're not in your house when you're doing it. Just make sure they're not in your house when you're showing them how shiny you are. Jenny G. Anything you need to know at this time? Yeah, it's late. Go to bed. I don't know what you need to know at this time, Jenny. That is a wide one. Does Jimmy G need to know anything at this time?
Smoke weed every day.
I hope that answered you. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure you know what? I'm sure iTunes was joking.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this over here. Do we have any messages? Jenny G. Oh. Whatever's going on in your world right now, you are manifesting your intention. If you're not a liar and a fraud, somebody in your environment is. So we need to work on, well, you don't need to work on anything. You need to work on believing in yourself. That's what I see here. Somebody in your environment may not be as happy for you when you are experiencing your greatness. Be careful with what you call into your environment. You need to be focused on what you want, not what you don't have, okay? Everything you think about gets bigger. That is brain power. Ooh. There's some groups going on here. And be in our feelings. We might be dealing with a lover, or maybe the self that is wait a minute. There's a doubling effect going on here. That's my card for an experimental weirdo. So, Book of Enchantments, you need an individual read. What kind of individual read? Okay. So, listen, there's something going on. It's going to be a test of your femininity. And the test has to do with what you're manifesting. Period. It's recognizing the false and the others, the false and the self. It's dealing with that weirdo. Is that the weirdo you? Because this is a card of duality. You could be feeling uncomfortable about experiencing the chaos of the self, but focus on what you want, not what you don't have. Oh, thank you, Tessa. I'll try to add you back while I'm inhaling a bowl of ice cream. Your psychiatrist is going to have you to be vegetarian because of your diet. Oh. Okay. Enchantments, Book of Enchantments. It is 2 in the morning. I would not trust my brain to a in-person read, and I'm only saying that because I'm hungry. So if you are going through any physical ailments, reading gets a little bit cloudy because my stomach is growling. Okay, Book of Enchantments. You want to do? I can hop on tomorrow. Like, I want to start doing it in the daytime, but every time I think I got a topic, I just don't do it. But I do want to help. So you go on my Post-it note factory. Do you think you'll be awake in 12 more hours? Where's my pencil? Oh, one more time. Okay. How about it is 2 in the morning. It's 2 a.m. for me right now. In another 12 hours, it'll be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's 3:30 p.m. That'd be 3 a.m. for you. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna try to do them during the daytime. Hopping on this late, I just happen to be awake and the coffee was still rolling through me. So, oh, you're in India. Oh, hi, cool. That's cool. Okay, enchantments. Well, let's get this done then. I wouldn't trust my brain tonight, though. I don't want to tell you some fucked up shit like you should eat something with chicken and rice. That's not cool. But you're not stuck. You know that. So let's. Book of Enchantments. Let's figure it out. Do you want to, oh, it's after. So you're okay with the 12 hours? Okay. If you're okay with the 12 hours, I figured it'd be like 3 a.m. It's at a certain point kind of crazy. I know I'm crazy. I just don't sleep well. I'm horrible at sleeping. So, well, thank you for coming back, though. I appreciate that. Does anybody else need a yes or no question? We'll do 12 hours from now. 12 hours from now. Book of Enchantments. So, let's just say 1:30. Somewhere between 1:30 and 2, I'll come in and do a basic reading. Just to get warmed up. You have one. Are you on the right path now? Okay, visualize whatever that right path is. Don't type nothing out. We don't need all that. Whatever the right path is, picture yourself on doing that thing that you're thinking about that you want. Not a question. I want you to imagine yourself doing whatever that is right now. So that comes out first. But my pending card is here. So it's a maybe yes, maybe no. It's really up to you. There isn't a yes or a no. This feels like a situation where it requires action, healthy processes, healthy thought processes, trusting yourself, balance, waiting or moving. Oh, you're on the right path. Maybe you get something out of this too. Okay, those are my little sticky, icky human notes. Those are my sticky human notes. They're sticky. They're sticky and gooey. Nobody wants to touch them. Malfunction. Okay. So I said this at the beginning, so we're experiencing our elimination. Sometimes I just feel notes and I write them. But I feel like we're going through an induction through a seduction that brings us to a malfunction and a reduction. I believe this applies to all of us on a universal level right now. If we apply that to the world and not just our individual sticky feelings, I think we can all make a match on these words. But to be aware of the events happening in and of themselves is a form of illumination. Illuminating being aware of more than the others. So in this time, we're learning, who do you love? Do you love yourself? Or do you love the others? Or do you just love chaos? I don't know. What do you love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Do you? Do you love in 3D, higher or lower? Thank you, Lizzie. Book of Enchantments. You don't know how to get back on track? That's what we're here to learn, though. How to do stuff. I don't really, that was such a general statement. Okay, fair enough. Let's try. How does Book of Enchantments get back on track? What's a good thing for Book of Enchantments to be doing right now? Ooh. I think the cards are tired of you. The cards are like, hey, how many different times are you going to hear the exact same shit? Well, first you should complete something. I'm throwing that out there, even though that's not the first card, but it's one of them. First card is interference. I don't know. Maybe we should stop fucking with the interference, the things that interfere in us getting shit done. Maybe we should complete some of the shit we know we need the whole ass motherfucking complete. I don't know. You should probably figure that out for your fucking self and stop talking to ghetto therapists like me. I'm kidding. Anywho, you should probably like you should probably yeah, make a decision. The therapist can be you too. It doesn't mean you need therapy. It means like just admitting, yeah, that's chaos of the self, right? It's making better decisions. It's higher learning, knowing it, being aware of it, acting upon it. These are choices. Seven is also like, a challenge, sure, but it's also options. It's trusting yourself. It's controlling the self. It's knowing that you can. Yes, you can. You can do it. Knight of Swords is here though, but he's in reverse. He's the game master. What games are you playing that has you off track? What games are we playing with ourselves? Are we watching too much TV? Are we watching too many things? Have we been staring into the devil's eyeball for way too long? I don't know. I don't know. What's going on with that dude? So we might be playing games with ourselves. It's 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. I don't know where you are. You could be playing a game with yourself. You might just be playing with yourself. I don't know. None of my business. Let's move on. Here's a game master. Yeah, Book of Enchantments. The more readings you get like this is the more readings you get, the more you're going to hear a lot of the same information, which has numerical connections to it, but can be fun to look at the pretty pictures. However, I don't see somebody playing with you. I see you kind of playing with yourself. So that's a good thing, but it at a certain point wastes time. What did you write that it was exhausting playing with yourself? What? Oh, you mean exhausting about the tarot reads? See, I'm getting tired, so now the fucked up shit's coming out of my mouth. You got lots of the same results. Yeah. Not good when you. Oh, yeah. Conflict makes us all exhausted. Yeah. And you're extra tired because you've probably been here 10 lifetimes already doing it, trying to help the exact same blinded people and going through a lot of the same experiences that don't make sense. Charity. You've been here so many times you're riding on top of the car at this point. Like, I know which direction this is going in. Get your hands off the steering wheel. Addicted. You keep going back. If we must, the 2 cards that are here is going back for more ruin. So wait a minute. So there's a holy grail of cycles going on here. You have a real serious cycle going on in behavior that probably came from your parents. I'm not rolling dice for you. Quick data on Book of Enchantments. codependency on finding love, like okay, way too much reliance on the others. It's like you're hoping for something to happen that you're hoping for some type of response or behavior that comes from you. You're the powerful one. You're the sculptor and crafter of your own environment. You know that, right? The way you see the world. That's how it's going to be forever. So, we must work on the way we perceive things, is what I see. It's with the others. You really want to be careful in things, waiting around for shit you know isn't going to work a certain way. Feels to me like it's time to learn how to this will be a good period to learn to let go of shit. Because those are your blocks. Self-inflicted. Want to deal with that part. Take some action. Thank you, Lizzie. You got to take some action. Oof. And you got to learn to let some shit go. Things that aren't you. Blah, blah. You know these things are no good. You know some of these people are no good. You have a different brain. It's so fucked up because it's a lot of moths are going to come towards your flame. They will. So this is something I feel like these are ninja skills you're going to need for life. I had to compare it that way, but yes, the human energies are like sticky, gooey ectoplasma. Where did that come from? Ectoplasma? That word just came out. What is that? What? Ectoplasm. That's weird. Sorry. Every now and again some stuff comes through and I have no idea what that is and I gotta go look it up. Okay. Lizzie, being an empath is no excuse for you self-sabotaging. Yeah, well, I think when we know we're walking into the wall, okay, yes. But the human experience on this spiritual guide who's really here to help the others, to leave an impression upon the others, it's very tough. It is, from all accounts that I've seen, it's like breaking the most incredibly addictive thing you could imagine. It's like breaking the most incredible drug habit times 1,000,000,000. And then, right, and Lizzie, and then you got to turn around and be of service to these motherfuckers that are sleepwalking. And you're kind of awake, and you are concerned about waking all the way up, because once you wake up all the way and you admit that shit, you stop telling the others that you're different. You start watching a lot more zip lip. You start letting people hit the wall. So, Book of Enchantments, you're gonna get to that point where you're gonna stop alerting the silly humans about that wall that they're gonna walk into. It happens. It's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna tell you to keep getting tarot readings. You're just gonna hear the same data if you're hearing that over and over again. So it's up to you. You can keep listening to the same data over and over again. You could do it next lifetime too. You could do a lifetime after that. This is choice. Choice. This is you in this realm as a spirit guide, but you must have a human experience in order to be of benefit to the others. How do you help the others with no education? So we go to school, we open books, we take tests, we get that paper education. How do you get education for an angel guide? What type of school are you in? Because I'm in some crazy ass school. It's crazy. I'm at the angel school in Compton. Well, my class is sometimes behind a trash can. So, yeah, if there's a mystery school for angels, what would it look like? It would look like Earth. I, let that be a thought y'all have tonight. If you were the god of a galaxy, if we could break God up that way, or the god of that galaxy, not the god of ours, but the god of that galaxy, and you needed to educate your angels about how to behave in heaven, you needed to send them to college, right? What would it look like? Angel school is a lot. And enchantments, yes, it does seem like too much. Please believe me when I tell you, when you get old enough, it gets easier. Because you stop giving a fuck. I'm 46. The fewer fucks I give, the better I feel. And it's so tough when you're young. When you're young and you give all the fucks in the world, that's all that data, all those emotions, all those sticky, gooey emotions. Yes. Your esoteric lawyer helps you a lot. That's beautiful. And enchantments, you are. Listen, I've been looking at this data for a little while now. I shall not qualify myself with a number because it's the number of chaos. I'm going to tell you it gets easier as you accept yourself. It gets easier as you learn to express your boundaries and keep them. Saying, I don't want this, and then going into it. Being clear with your actions. And we've all had it take a lot out of us, but it's finding that space where we can put it back. And I know this is difficult at this time. Believe me when I tell you, you have the tools. You have the tools to deal with this emotionally, physically. Well, good enchantments. Now it's time to brush that dirt off your shoulders and let them watch you shine. It's going to take that long, technically speaking. If we're talking about the time of outer space where you came from, it takes that long. Just like that. Exactly. I am that. I am. I love it. I don't think I have anything picked up. I have a book. Maybe I should start doing bedtime stories of slated. But enchantments, you're getting there. I don't want to give you any more advice because it's a path that you have to walk. Seriously, I could flip cards all day, but none of that is going to even get you close to getting up and moving forward. Or closing the door on the dumb shit. The dumb shit of the others. Or even better, sometimes, I don't know your situation all the way, but sometimes it's good to just go about your own business and let people do them. and enjoy the show. Because they're walking while being asleep. Your eyes are open. Guess who's going to hit the wall more times? Aw, thank you, Lizzie. You've come a long way. Yes, you have. Yes, enchantments. Yes, you have. Even longer than you know. But you do know. That's the cool thing. It's the knowing. It's the knowing without knowing. So, everybody who's still sitting here, think of two numbers. Let's see if you connect. I'm not doing any more readings. I'm going to end it here because it's ice cream time. Please, Book of Enchantments, do me a favor, since I am going to read for you tomorrow specifically. I need you to go find some comedy online. I know we're all on YouTube. I want you to put the questioning down for now. I want you to turn on some comedy. Find the naughty mouth comedian that makes you just laugh and hold your belly. You probably don't have a belly. I'm just saying. Just somebody who makes you laugh so hard you drool a little bit. I know when I laugh really hard, I drool. You have to catch yourself like, ha, ha. And it's gross. Anywho, find that one that makes you like snort or drool or any of the really shameful things I might do when I'm laughing really hard. And that's what you owe me in payment. Lissy, you like Cat Williams? Okay. Oh, are we giving suggestions over here? You know who I just started watching? Andrew Schultz. He's a good shit talker to the audience. He talks trash to the audience. I like him. If you don't like the dirty stuff, I really love Jim Gaffigan. I think it's great, clean comedy, and you can listen to it if grandma's right there. It's great comedy, and I think his stuff is belly laughs. When I'm feeling my real stress, Sam Kinison. All day. One and done. When I'm angry and I'm like, okay, you got to clear your head, my go-to is Sam Kinison. Screaming. Just going nuts. It makes me release some of my chaos too. Good laughter. I don't get the 23 and 1. Whitney Cummings. You like Whitney Cummings? I don't find her funny. $12. It's $2.27 for me. So I'll probably try to get on between 1 and 2. So yeah, around 12 hours. But I'm gonna start off with a basic reading, so I'm warmed up and hopefully I've had my 400 cups of coffee by then. You like Whitney Cummings? Okay. All right. Oh, two numbers. I saw 23 and 1. We were talking about something else over here. Sorry. Book of Enchantment be distracting me. It's not me. It's Book of Enchantment. Let's get the two numbers up. Two numbers for the collective so they know they've connected. Fair enough. What comes out? 2, 4, and 0. If you feel like you missed it, one and 9. Wait, whose 2 came out? I think, let's see. Okay. The one sticks out to you, huh? Okay, I flip it. I'll do 3 more cards and then I'm out. So my cards have 2 sets of numbers here. These are my lottery cards. So these go 1 through 69. So select 2 numbers. $44 and 8. Thank you, Lizzie. Book of Enchantments. There's your 2, though. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you. I look at your numbers. You wrote 69. There was a 24 back there. Yeah, whatever. Keep your energy to yourself. Keep your sticky little energy over there. I'm going to get some ice cream. I'm going to go laugh until I snort like a little piggy. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and we're all experiencing our chaos. So, all right, you guys. I will try to get on here around lunch tomorrow for hopefully some better data. You guys have an easy and humorous time. I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Yeah, gotta say that. Till the next episode. Yes. Thank you, Lizzie. Good night.